how does your team currently use NarrativeWave?
Yeah, so the way we're set up here, probably similar to a lot of companies, are kind of three-legged stool maybe for all our projects. We have operations representative on every project, asset management on every project, and engineering on every project. And so NarrativeWave is really the engineering baby, at least at this point. So the last thing we want to do as performance engineers and operations engineers is make extra work for the guys in the site. So we basically curate the entire system, make sure the analytics are sound, the data is good before we send anything over to operations to climb a tower or whatnot. So it's basically engineering's first line of defense. You go through work to develop the analytics, work to quality control them, and then we'll, given that again our varied project platform, each project is a little bit different, but engineering first line of defense on some of our self-performed projects, we submit work orders directly to the operations team. The operations team would go out, check out the issue, fix the issue, either input it fix right into NarrativeWave, or give it back the info back to the engineer to put into NarrativeWave to close out that event. Some of the bigger, full wrap OEM projects are a little bit different, where it's more email and kind of monthly type calls with the service provider. And again, kind of having that flexibility with the platform to kind of treat each project a little bit different, given the contract structure, is key for us.
Yeah, it's definitely a good point. We actually have a question about if you have O&M contracts, how is there still value? And that really highlights that value of being able to hold your O&Ms accountable, being able to pull the reports from NarrativeWave and hold them accountable, not only throughout the month, but when you do have those monthly check-ins, like you mentioned. So that's a great question. Hopefully that answered the question that I saw pop up. Now, in terms of the actual...
Shelly, if I can...
Yep, go ahead.
Yeah, and Shelly, if I can just jump on, and I know that you can stay on the next tab, that's fine. But just in terms of, right, each kind of function within the company, kind of how they need to use it is a little bit different, right? And I think one of the things, so just for those on the webinar that maybe are on the asset management side or business side or just kind of management side of the assets, how could you use it? The way we've decided to use it, and this is in collaboration to make those, really kind of create those metrics, create those dashboards. I think the thing that has been helpful for me has been, almost a little bit of a 10,000 foot view to be able to look at the whole portfolio and see where are things held up, right? Because each one is a different solution. So in other words, so just as an example, we might look at a particular, we'll go back to the OEM example, and why would you do that? Well, what we've seen, and I think we knew this intuitively, when you look at a particular wind project and you see how many events or megawatt hours, potential lost megawatt hours are you seeing for this particular project, right? You can see that very clearly. It's for these types of events. All right, well, where's the lag time, like, in fixing those? Okay, is it in our control, the things of our engineers seeing it? Nope, you can see that those are all kind of flowing through and categorized fairly quickly. Okay, so then what? Well, then it's sitting in communicating it to, or is it because while we're evaluating it? Nope, we're evaluating it quickly and we're getting it on. And then you look at it and you say, well, gosh, all of this is sitting in, we have communicated this to the OEM and it hasn't been fixed yet. Okay, well, that's really helpful, right? Because then when we're meeting with at any level of the organization with our partners, and this isn't to knock on OEMs, they have lots to do, right? And their main priority to the person's question of why is this valuable? Because most of these contracts and really most of their risk is on the reliability side, right? Very much warranties, availability, those types of things. And so if that's going well, we're looking at, well, what about slight derates? What about slight performance issues that might add up to 2-3% on a project that they're not going to be looking at, right? They're not, or they're certainly not first on their list. So in terms of function, found that really valuable, and then being able to see, well, where's the obstacle so that we can put resources towards fixing it.